Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson is now facing another lawsuit. A 24th woman has come forward and accused him of sexual misconduct. Now, let's be clear. I'm a man in a pickup truck wearing sunglasses recording a sports podcast. I am not a lawyer, and I am not going to try to break down the situation or explain to you who's right or wrong, or is he... I'm not a lawyer. I can't do the lawyer stuff. But I do want to say, first of all, we're just waiting at this point to see how this goes. It feels like it's going to be another 2 years probably of all kinds of stuff before we really get to the bottom of what happened. And will Deshaun Watson be suspended? Is he going to get in trouble in court? I don't know. I have no idea where this is going. But I will say this. This entire saga is the most Cleveland Browns thing ever in my entire life. My whole life, from when I was a tiny child to now, the Browns organization has been hopeless and screwed up and had problem after problem after problem. For example, prime example, do you remember, because I do, not only did the Browns not win games for years, but they even drafted Johnny Manziel in the first round. It's the same organization that drafted Johnny Manziel. Again, in the first round. These are the Cleveland Browns we love and know. And Cleveland, briefly, outside of LeBron, Cleveland's football team, the Cleveland Browns briefly had a moment of success. They drafted quarterback Baker Mayfield, #1 overall. And then in 2020, guess what happened? They made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was awesome. There was a brief moment where you're like, wow, if you've been your whole life looking at the Browns as horrible, things feel like they're changing. Then last year, Baker got hurt, and both him and the Browns took a step backward. You can debate, was it the injury? Was he just playing bad? Who knows? But the reality now is that the Browns ruined their relationship with Baker by trading for Deshaun Watson. And then after trading for Deshaun Watson, a guy with multiple lawsuits against him at the time and accusations and yada yada, while that's going on, the Browns still gave Deshaun Watson the largest guaranteed contract in NFL history. $230 million. I want to go through it one more time. The Browns gave the largest guaranteed contract in NFL history to a guy who did not play last year. A guy who's facing a ton of allegations for sexual misconduct. And they went from a team that had a starting quarterback who won them a playoff game. Then they ruined that relationship, got into a new one with a guy who's got we'll say this, his character is suspect. There's a lot of good Deshaun Watson appears to have done with donating money and stuff, but the sexual allegation stuff, it's bad. It looks terrible. And it's funny to me, this is my angle, it's the most Browns thing we've ever seen. Maybe it works. It certainly feels like a risk that could pay off because on top of the problems, you also do have to acknowledge that as far as talent goes, as far as on-field ability, if we're talking like Madden ratings, for example, Deshaun Watson is the best, most talented quarterback the Cleveland Browns organization has ever had. So, like, on paper, if it's Madden, it's great. But right now, it feels like the Browns kind of got a touch of winning and then ruined it. And we're not really sure if it's going to continue down a good road or a bad road. And I want to color something, a bit of the Deshaun Watson story here. This has kind of become a joke, but it's also like, I saw it. You might have seen it too. There's a video of Deshaun Watson at his house with former porn star Mia Khalifa dressed up like a maid and playing basketball with him. Again, with Deshaun Watson at Deshaun Watson's house. It's a bad look. And I want to say it one more time, this entire saga between winning a playoff game, screwing up your relationship, then bringing in Deshaun Watson, it's the most Cleveland Browns thing we've ever seen. And I don't know, a lot's been going on. We're nowhere near really figuring out where this is going, what's going to happen. But from where I sit in my pickup truck, that's the update. Is like, wow, this is, of course, the Browns are the team that got into this scenario.